After yesterday's resolution check-in, I wanted to point out that sometimes the problem isn't your discipline with a goal. Sometimes it's the goal itself that is the problem. Because maybe you don't actually need to push harder on that goal. Maybe you need to actually find a better fitting goal. And so I have four questions today to ask yourself to help figure out, should you change your goal or should you force it? Like, should you make it happen anyways because it's a goal that you really want? So just know before I get to my four questions that you should ask yourself that this is 100% normal for women to set goals based on pressure that we feel from others or what things like we should do or trends or some hypes like dry January. And then we end up fighting ourselves the whole way while trying to accomplish this goal. And then if we don't, we feel like failures and we assume something's wrong with us. And so needing to adjust a goal or deciding you don't want a certain goal, it doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you any of the things that your brain is going to tell you. All it means is that you are self-aware. So when you're figuring out these goals and is it the goal for you or should you adapt? Should you force it? All those things. These are the four questions that I have for you. Ask for number one, is this my goal or is this a should goal? And it might be a should goal if you don't actually care about getting the goal, but you feel like you should care about it. Or if it is guilt driven, like I need to be doing this, instead of it being an inspired goal, like, man, I really want to do this. If you are chasing approval versus chasing alignment with the life that you want to create, and if it's a goal that you would never choose for yourself, if nobody else was watching, it's probably a should goal. And so if it's a goal, if it's not automatically yours, then you'll probably resent having or feeling like you should work toward it. So that's the first question. The second one is the goal unrealistic for my current season? So this could be a prime example of right goal, wrong timing. So if job stress or little kids or life transformations, transitions, all that stuff, your emotional bandwidth, if you've got something going on or any of all the stuff that life throws at us, it might require a different time of your life, a different season of your life to get this goal. It doesn't mean it's a bad goal. It just means it's not a right now goal. So if you feel like you need to have a totally different set of life circumstances in order to get this goal, it may not be a good goal for right now. So that's number two. Number three is this goal too complicated? And complicated is okay, but overly complicated for no good reason, not as okay. So are there too many rules? Is it too rigid, too intense? Does it require perfection? Hello, I checked some of these boxes. But the reason brings issues is because it leads to overwhelm and quitting and this all or nothing spiral. And so if your goal is way too complicated, it's just it's not going to be an effective use of your time and your emotional energy. We'll put it that way. So a hard goal isn't bad, but a needlessly complicated goal is. Usually is. The fourth question is, does this goal actually support the life that you want? Because with our should goals, with some of these goals that we wouldn't actually pick for ourselves, but we feel like we should do, sometimes these goals actually pull us away from joy. They increase our stress. We obsess over them. So if you are the type that you really do get obsessed with certain things, maybe tracking your HRV and trying to optimize isn't the thing for you. Maybe tracking every single calorie that goes into your mouth isn't the thing for you if you have that type of obsessive personality. And that's okay. So if these goals don't support the life that you actually want, and it costs you your energy or your health or your inner peace or relationships even, it's probably not a well-designed goal. Again, it doesn't mean that you can't have these things if you actually do want them, but there probably is a better way to go about doing them. And so to do that, you can shrink your goals. You can simplify them. You can change them. You can pause them. You can replace them altogether. That just because you're changing your goal doesn't mean you're quitting. It means that you're taking ownership over your life and course correcting when needed. Because if your goals aren't getting you to that ideal life that you're trying to build, why are they even goals, right? So refine, Lyra says hi. Refine your goals as much as needed. Yes, of course, there comes a point where we're using refinement as an excuse to not actually make progress towards your goals, but you're allowed to evolve and choose differently and refine, iterate through this process of creating a life. That's okay. So don't beat yourself up over a goal if it's not the goal that's best for you right now. Choose ones that actually set you up to win. So that's how those 4 questions to ask yourself if you're reevaluating your original resolutions for 2026. That's today's daily bit of fit. Take it and run or walk or stretch. Just go move. That's it for today's daily bit of fit. I'm Coach Mack from Running with Bacon, reminding you that small steps really do add up. Make sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss a bit. And if today's episode hit home, send it to a friend who might need it too. And if you ever want a quick pep talk tailored just for you, DM me on Instagram because I'm always happy to send some encouragement your way. You can find more support and my health coaching resources at runningwithbacon.com or come hang with me on Instagram for some healthy fun. Until next time, keep taking those small steps because you don't need a perfect plan, just a consistent one.